Hi, my name is Hugh O'Gorman, and I am the director of The Shape of Things. I've been asked to talk to you a little bit about what the show means to me and why I chose to direct the show and how I work with the actors and what I look for in the actors. So begin with why I decided to direct the show. One of the main reasons is because we're in a theater department and we deal with art all day and the subjectivity of art, which is the theme, one of the themes of the play. So I wanted to deal directly with that, with the themes of the play. But also because it's a play that's about people that are fundamentally your age, people that are between 18 and 23. You've got the two main characters, Adam and Evelyn. He's an undergrad, comp lit major, and she is a grad student in art. And I think it's also an important play in many ways. At first blush, it seems like a play that's just about relationships, and indeed it is about two relationships, one between Adam and Evelyn, of course these archetypal characters of Adam and Eve, right? And then you've got the characters of Philip and Jenny, and we watched the destruction of their relationship. I think it reflects a lot of American values right now and questions that we have to face as a country about commercialism, about the superficiality of a lot of our country, the shape of things, literally, and how as a country we can often slip into this superficial take on things, whether it's aesthetics in the arts or whether it's morality or whether it's politics, that we're obsessed with the shape of things rather than the interior of things. So that's the play speaks to me on that thematic level. And I really wanted to do it because I think it's a great acting exercise for our actors. The four actors that you'll see in this production are all performance majors. They are all undergrads. I might be using some other actors. We haven't started rehearsal yet at the time of this taping. But what I hope to also do with the piece is not just present it as a traditional theater piece, but look at it as an opportunity to examine and provoke questions in the audience about what is art exactly, who's to decide that one thing is a piece of art and one thing isn't a piece of art, how do we actually define what art is, how far will people go for their art or for love or for their love of art. I mean, these are the questions that the play provokes and doesn't answer, but it begins a dialogue. And what I hope is that you can have a dialogue in your class about this, about the character. Do you side with Adam? Do you side with Evelyn? Do you see both sides? Do you think that a piece of art is obscene? Do you think it's the artist's right to do whatever they want? And who's to say it's obscene? Where do you come down? Make a choice. Where do you stand? And so the theme of kind of the vision or the concept of the play is that of, and you'll see when you see it, or if you've seen it already, that I want the audience to experience a play within an art installation, so that we speak to the broader thematic arts in general. So there'll be video projections. You'll take a look at a lot of other art throughout the play. We're going to use the set as a piece of cinema, which you'll see. So we're trying not to do just what's called psychological realism, which is the kind of verisimilitude of life, but actually make it a theatrical piece, which is a play told within an art installation. So I want the audience to actually experience and have to face and be trapped in the room art that they might not be comfortable with. And then this all to the end of provoking a dialogue so we can actually talk about things. Because I deeply feel as a country we've got away from dialogue, and certainly I think we're seeing that right now with the presidential election, is that people don't really want to have dialogue about serious conversations, to really listen to the other side and to really hear what the other person's saying. And that leads me to the actors, because I think the fundamental element of acting is listening. The actor has to listen to the other person on stage. It is the key fundamental thing. You cannot act well without listening. And that's what I look for in the actors as well. You'll be seeing they'll be working on emotional availability. They'll be working on what we call playing action, which is how you change the other person on stage. And these are four very, very talented actors you'll see. And I hope you enjoy the performance. So, thanks. Enjoy.